morning. It's Melissa here for Stonehouse Homestead, and we are in beautiful Myersville, Maryland at the Mid-Atlantic Survival and Preparedness Expo. And we're getting ready to go in. Doors open in about 5 minutes. Unfortunately, we were not able to secure permission to record inside. Things just didn't work out, but we're going to go in, take a look around, spend the day here, just take a look at the vendors who might have products or information or education that we would find helpful to our homesteading adventures that we can share with you at a later date that you might find helpful as well. So we're going to go in, see what we can find, and we will be back when we're finished at the end of the day and let you know how things went. See ya! So Melissa here again for Stonehouse Homestead. We are back from our day at the Mid-Atlantic Survival and Preparedness Expo in Myersville, Maryland. We had a good day today, saw a lot of really nice exhibits, got some ideas, attended some really great lectures, and there's a few things that we found that I want to share with you. We thought that you guys might find interesting, stuff that we thought was really interesting and that we found helpful. The first thing I want to mention is this new product called Run Lights. It's by a woman named Mary Tiffin. She created these run lights. They are gloves with lights in the hands that basically help you outside when you need it and where you need it most. I can totally see myself going out to the chicken coop at night if I need to check on the girls or if there's something that needs to be done out there, wearing these, because wherever my hands go is where I'm going to be able to see with my light. And I think this is just an ingenious idea. We've also spoken with her, and we hope to get an interview with her so she can describe a little bit more about her product and how she came about creating it. And so Run Lights, the gloves with the lights in the hand, and a couple more features to it that I'll let her explain once we interview her. So this was something I found really, really cool. The other thing was, this I thought was really great. I've never seen anything like this before. This is Prepper Pete and his friends. There's an author who is doing children's books for prepping, helping children understand what it is, just basic things too, not anything major, but basic things. They talk about back here, pages to know your phone number, your address, your guardian information, an email, and the steps to take during emergencies. And it's all a series of books for children to help children. So they are prepperpeteandfriends.com. So I thought this was really, really cool. We don't have children, but I know lots of families that do, that want to be prepared for anything that might happen. So I thought this was really a good thing too. Another cool thing that we saw, I don't have anything but business cards for this, but Container Homes of Maryland. And John, you can probably put a close-up of this in later. Container Homes of Maryland creates homes out of shipping containers, and we got to go into a model and look around, and it was really, really cool what they're able to do here. So John can put their website up. It's containerhomesofmaryland.com. Check in with them, take a look at what their floor plans show, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. The one that we saw was just one shipping container, but it had a bed in it. It had a table for two in it. It had a small refrigerator. It had a stovetop, a sink, a closet, and then a actually quite spacious bathroom for the size of the structure. So, and they can do different sizes. They can put two together and make it bigger, add more to it. So the Container Homes of Maryland is another thing that you might want to check out and you might find interesting. We came across the husband and wife team. They sell Thrive emergency preparedness food, or food storage. Holly Cooley is her name. She is the representative for Thrive that was there. She had samples of her foods. We're already familiar with Thrive. I have already sampled some of their stuff in the past, and very familiar with it. It tastes fantastic. So Thrive, you can just go online to Shelf Reliance, I think shelfreliance.com or Thrive, or just Google Shelf Reliance, and you can get to their main website and find the person closest to you that can help you out if you're interested in food storage. But it was delicious. They had samples, and we really liked what they were sampling. And then her husband, Michael Cooley, has a company called Narrow Passage Permaculture. He did a talk today that we sat in on, and I found it very, very interesting. He does permaculture design. He does helps with retreat selection, general just preparedness for hard times. Doesn't even have to be a major event, but just so that you can be a little bit more self-sufficient if something should happen, as well as budgeting, economics for your retreat, that kind of thing. Michael Cooley, and he is at, I believe it's a Narrow Passage, narrowpassagepermaculture.com. And he and his wife Holly are another couple that we hope to talk to in the future. Set up a time to be able to sit down with them and talk a little bit more in depth about what they do and what they have to offer. So these were a husband and wife team, which was kind of neat. And then the last thing I thought you might find interesting, I found fantastically interesting, is the Natural School of Healing. Was there, and they did a lecture on herbal medicines, and they have different courses online that you can sign up for. And I actually signed up for the first basic family medicine course when we got home, and so I'm going to go through that, and I'll let you know how it goes as I'm going through it. But they also, on the back of their card, they gave some recipes for burn paste and a sore throat remedy and baby tea. The sore throat remedy was really cool. It was a tablespoon of honey with 3 cloves of minced garlic and 1/8 to 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. You mix it up and you just take it. Don't chase it with anything. Just take it because you want that honey to have the herbs coat your throat. So you might want to check them out online as well. My herb garden is the favorite part of my garden, so I love herbs. The idea of herbal medicine and healing yourself through what God's given us, and trying to use that first before going to mainstream medicine that we have today. But it's the Natural School of Healing.com, and they have different courses that you can take, and lots of good information and books there. So these were the main things that we found really interesting, and there was also a couple of solar panel companies there that had different levels of solar devices that you could purchase and solar arrangements that you could hook up at home. Depending on what your needs were and what your budget was. So a lot of really good information today. Sorry we couldn't record there. Like I said before, we hadn't been able to get permission ahead of time. We attempted to, but weren't able to hook up to get permission to tape there today. But just wanted to share some of these things with you. Hopefully it helps, and we'll see you next time.